All right. Test.
Test.
Test. Test.
Five, four, three.
Well, hello there, and welcome back to Convincing Idiots. You've made it all the way to segment 3. Congratulations. You are at the final boss. For our final segment this evening, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, let me just remind you who the fuck we are. I'm Millennial Nick, alongside of Gen X Brian and Zennial Dean. And for our final segment this evening, we would like to discuss with you some of our favorite fictional companies, corporations. We initially had planned this topic in regards to the Super Bowl coming up, commercials, advertising, a lot of companies spending a lot of money to advertise. So maybe a fun little time would be like, what kind of commercials would you see during the Super Bowl? What kind of large fictional corporations were some of your favorites in pop culture? And maybe might be showing some of their commercials during the fictional Super Bowl. So, Dean, let's go ahead and kick it off with you there, fella.
I'm getting to my notes here.
Okay, well,
All
he's
right.
not ready, so Brian, go ahead.
My first company is one of the most ear-catching jingles in fictional company movie history, as far as I'm concerned. So, from the lesser-known Halloween 3. Now, you may or may not know that the Halloween franchise, originally by John Carpenter, was supposed to be like different stories using the Halloween name. It wasn't all about Michael Myers. So they made Halloween 1 and 2, of course, with Michael Myers. And Halloween 3 had nothing at all to do with Michael Myers, but it was centered around a fictional company, the Silver Shamrock Mask Company. You can still buy replica masks to this day. The mask made cameos in the new Halloween movies as well. But anyway, Silver Shamrock makes my list for the fictional company. My first fictional company.
Nice.
Yep.
Well, I found my notes, so let me sneak in here with probably one of the best.
Missed it. So my turn. We will. No, go ahead.
I'm going to be quick because mine everybody knows. You've done damn near 40 years of this company being on Fox. This is Duff Beer from The Simpsons.
Sure.
Bringing you the best Duff Beer from Duff Man.
One of my favorite scenes of The Simpsons, they toured the brewery or something like that, and they showed the different. They had the Duff Light, Duff Ice or something, and regular Duff or something like that. They had the different, and it was like beer pouring into the vat, and then they pan up, and it was all the same vat, and they were just pouring out of 3 different spigots. No difference in any of them. They were just clearly marketing the same beer.
Exactly. They'll believe what we tell them to believe.
Exactly. Good stuff. Duff beers are great. Yep.
Nikolai?
So I could see, we've seen a lot of, especially in today's age, we've got a lot of AI and new tech companies coming about. I feel like I could have very easily during the Super Bowl seen an ad for Skynet from Terminator. Certainly, Skynet got a little out of hand. We may be trending down a similar path. Who knows? Certainly a lot of people like to allude to Terminator when they talk about concerns with AI and the way that our technology is heading. However, Skynet can't argue with the product, right? What they
were well made.
Very effective.
Yeah.
Very
they
effective.
Did their job.
Well made. So, traveled through time and space. So very, very impressive. Very
They
impressive.
were just too good at their jobs.
Skynet, maybe in some ways ahead of its time. So, but I could see Skynet. And Skynet, because of how cool the Terminator movie was and things like you see people with, custom made Skynet shirts and things like that. It's just kind of it's kind of cool. But I always thought Skynet was a cool name and a cool idea. And every time you say it's one of those, I feel like it's one of the most recognizable companies from pop culture that sticks out. Obviously, Terminator was a pretty big movie, but when you say Skynet, people know what it's from. So Skynet is on my list of favorite fictional companies. Brian, corporations. So to make again, you said in the group chat one day we were talking. This is to not local things. These are like
not local businesses,
not
like
local businesses, not Central Perk from Friends or anything like that. We were talking like
right.
Not a one-off shop. This is a company.
Yes, that's correct. So this particular company it needs to continue to evolve to keep up with the times, to stay in business, because print is certainly going out. But I think they are depicting in the comics that they are modernizing with digital content and different things. So I'm going to give you the Daily Bugle.
Yeah.
We're employer of Peter Parker, of course, as Spider-Man. J. Jonah Jameson is the editor, and Robbie Robertson, I think it is the editor there. So
that name sounds made up.
Yeah.
So what I do, if I may, real quick, what I do love the new Spider-Man games. I know I don't think you guys have played them, but J. Jonah Jameson.
How they portray them help us out here. So
J. Jonah Jameson he's almost like an Alex Jones character. He has a podcast.
There you go. Okay.
Is advertising, around town and on billboards and things like that. Maybe Alex Jones is not. Maybe it's more of a Joe Rogan because he's very popular. You see ads and things like that. He's very well known, but
that's what he was like in the last Spider-Man movie. Yeah.
So, but it's kind of funny that because it's almost very in the new Spider-Man games, it's almost like the old Grand Theft Auto games where you could listen to the radio as you're driving the car. So as you're web slinging and you're going to your next mission, things will play in your earbuds. Whether it's like there's different channels you can switch to and different podcasts that play and different means of communication. But sometimes you'll be listening to snippets of J. Jonah Jameson's podcast, and I think that's a pretty entertaining way to depict him in, like you said, in a modern day where he's not necessarily running a paper, but still relaying information to the public in that way. So,
yeah, in several years, they still can't get they can't still tie the fact that Peter Parker is somehow able to get all these spectacular photographs of Spider-Man.
Yeah,
never seem to put it together. Yeah,
nobody else gets it together.
Nope, just can't put it together. How do you get such amazing photos? Well,
those people at the Daily Planet that don't understand why Superman looks exactly like one of their fucking employees.
Exactly.
I swear to God, if you took Clark's fucking glasses off, doesn't he look just like Superman? Nah, I don't see it.
I think
you were working out, Clark. Yeah. Anyway,
Brian,
yeah.
Brian,
Daily Bugle.
Take the glasses off real quick.
Now, where did Brian go?
Did you replace Brian? Oh, he's back. He's back. Good. Yep. Good. Okay, where'd you go?
For a second, I thought there was a superhero with us.
I did too. I was very confused.
I guess it works.
Apparently, it's just our meek little glasses-wearing co-podcast host.
That's right.
Didn't realize that without them.
Yep.
All right. Next on my list, this corporation is so big that you can get anything you want, from rockets to spring-loaded shoes. Anything you want, you can get at the Acme Corporation from
good
the
one.
Looney Tunes.
Very good one.
Yeah, they had a huge catalog. I have to imagine.
Yeah.
Was that what's the Sky Mall? That Sky Mall where you read on an airplane, like you'd be on an airplane, and they had Sky. They had fucking. It was like Bed Bath and Beyond mixed with Home Depot, mixed with fucking like Walmart, mixed with everything was on Sky Mall. They had every fucking thing.
Anything you want.
Yeah, I want a fucking hole I just throw onto the side of a fucking tunnel, and it's or on the ground. Yeah, it's whatever.
Or dynamite,
it's in there. It's in there. You're right.
A giant fake paper road that you can roll up across a cliff crossing. Anything you want. There's fucking anything.
Out of all of that, out of everything that he could have possibly and did possibly order, he couldn't have just ordered a fucking meal.
No, I guess not. No, you're right.
Too
I
bad
mean,
DoorDash
Roadrunner wasn't on the
Roadrunner
menu.
could have literally door dashed to the fucking Coyote
Yeah,
in record time.
just bullshit.
Yep. Very good. Excellent.
Nichols.
Is it my turn? Okay.
Your turn.
Shit. Here's one that. Okay, I don't know if this one qualifies or not, but if they could have gotten up and running, they were certainly in the early stages of building. They certainly had all the infrastructure in place, and they were ready to rock. They just kind of petered out with some, we'll call them technical difficulties before they get off the ground. But couldn't you see a commercial for, just like we see with Disney World, come on over to Disney World or whatever, all these amusement parks, Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park would have been the visit of the century, would have become a global destination, a phenomenon. Unfortunately, the fucking dinosaurs always get out.
Well,
fuck shit up.
But be glitches.
You know, you're going to have that. But I feel like if Jurassic Park could have really got up and running, Jurassic Park would have been an incredible moneymaker and certainly a massive force to be reckoned with for years to come, certainly for travel destinations. Jurassic Park.
Yeah, the medical benefits are outrageous, though. If you work there, it's just crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Raptor trainers.
Crazy high deductible.
Maybe a little bit, higher deductible.
Yeah. Very good. One of the largest or the largest company in Gotham City, Wayne Enterprises. How about that?
I have them as well.
What all do they do? I'm not really sure.
I don't know.
I looked it up actually, just to
What do they do? Go ahead.
So they invent. They invent things.
Batman's gadgets.
They are also they're kind of like a tech company in certain versions of things. They're also a philanthropic organization. They have they wear a lot of hats. Sure. It's basically all the things that Bruce Wayne is as a company. Like it's all the things that, makes stuff, donates money, outreach programs, foster children, things like that, whatever. Yeah, costumes, whatever. They do it all. But yes, Wayne Enterprises is kind of, but you're right. Similar thing, Brian. I had to look it up because I was like, I'm going to say Wayne Enterprises because it's a great pop culture reference. However, not 1,000% clear on what it is they do there.
They made a monorail in the movies. I remember that. The monorail was made by Wayne Enterprises. They went to Gotham.
Edward Nygma was working for them, the Riddler. Jim Carrey was making his thing, and it was a little too cavalier for Bruce's taste in Batman Forever.
That is true. Yep. There you go. Dean?
All right. This is a company, but also a corporation, and I'm not sure they're incorporated. Fuck it, I'm going to use it anyways because I don't care. I'm going to go with Brian Shirt's namesake. Yes, I'm going with Ghostbusters.
It is incorporated. Nice. Ghostbusters Incorporated.
Yeah. So they, they do talking about a service. When you save the world, that's a service.
Yeah.
So. They know what they're doing, and they do it right. They came, they saw, they kicked their ass.
And also, not to take away from what they do by any stretch of the imagination, but they have a bit of a monopoly, I think, on the ghost busting, industry.
Sure.
How many others do you know? So
it's few and far between. But
it's them and basically priests with with their thing that they do.
Right.
Seance.
State-of-the-art technology.
Yeah. They're like the geek squad of getting rid of spirits.
There's a couple small guys out there, I think on the Discovery Channel, but other than that, I think they're the one, and they're not really busting ghosts so much as finding. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because they don't know how good it makes you feel when you do it. So
that's true.
Right.
That's very true.
Yeah, it's not the same ring. Who are you going to call those two guys that also work at Roto-Rooter, whatever those guys are?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have the
guys
same
that do this as
ring.
a hobby.
Yeah.
Who are you going to call? Taps. What?
No.
Yeah, doesn't sound right.
Nope.
Nikolai.
In the spirit of Wayne Enterprises, the next one on my list was Oscorp from the Spider-Man universe as well. The Osborn family, Oscorp, certainly had a lot of interests in the medical field and different. Very similar to Wayne Enterprise. I had to look it up because I'm like, Oscorp. You know Norman Osborn, right? You know Norman Osborn. You know the Green Goblin. You know he's in politics and later politician, things like that. But like, what did Oscorp? How did this all come to be, right? But Oscorp had a lot
some
of dealings.
the irony that some of the family members were also known for biting heads off bats.
I think that's Ozzy Osbourne. Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Yes. But Norman Osborn and Sharon both at the helm of Oscorp.
Yeah,
incredible. Did incredible things with Oscorp. But yeah, I had Oscorp on my list as well. Big Spider-Man fan, and it was just kind of one of the ones that came to my mind. So there we go.
There you go. Excellent. This could be the largest corporation in the comic world, perhaps. I'm going to give you Stark Industries.
Yeah.
Tony Stark.
Sure.
Of course, in the movies and the comics, all the research and weaponry and all that, and technology. So, yeah, Stark Industries. There you go.
Yeah,
it's a good, cool place to work too. I don't know.
Seems like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
With Wakandan engineering and all that stuff. Yeah,
sure.
Great.
Probably a lot of perks.
Sure, I would imagine. Sure,
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. D, what else you got?
All right. My next one is bear with me. I'm trying to pronounce this correctly. Vita Meta Vegemin. It's a supplement company who they make these vitamins that it's your all around nature. Every vitamin you need, you get in one little pill. And I believe Lucille Ball worked there for a little bit. Anybody still getting this reference? No, it was on I Love Lucy.
Yeah,
man.
Okay,
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a
When
deep
Nick gets it before you, Brian. Come on.
I loved I Love Lucy, man. Nick at Night was there for me, man. I Love Lucy. I've seen every episode of I Love Lucy.
Very good.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I'm not going to repeat that name again, but the vitamin
I'd
company.
like to hear it just because I don't quite remember how it rolled off the tongue. What was it?
Vita Meta Vegemin.
Vita Meta Vegemin. Vita Meta Vegemin. Okay,
that's close enough. Good.
A lot of consonants.
That's what I got. Yes, a lot of
them. Nick,
is it my turn? Okay.
Yep.
So I've got one here. This one became a very popular food chain, and served up some of the best chicken around, but also served a dual purpose. I'm going to go with Los Pollos Hermanos from Breaking Bad.
Mm-hmm.
That is the chicken chain run by Gus Fring, as ultimately a cover-up for the drug cartel.
Sure.
But absolutely, just look like just a good old time. It's akin to your Chick-fil-A or your Cane's, Raising Cane's. Just good chicken. Happy Chickens is the logo. Just a nice little sit-down restaurant. I feel like it's the type of place I could see my grandparents sitting on a Sunday afternoon, just having a nice little chicken dinner. Meanwhile, crystal meth is being distributed across the multiple countries. So, Los Pollos Hermanos.
Again, Nick, you gotta acknowledge the bad,
right?
But also,
yes, but
also see what good they do.
Yeah, sure. Did they do a lot of bad shit? Absolutely.
Sure,
do not condone distribution of drugs. However, probably some good fucking chicken.
Chicken was goddamn delicious.
Good chicken. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a side of potato wedges, perhaps some mashed taters.
Oh, a little coleslaw? You give me coleslaw?
Oh, they got the slaw.
Right,
they got the fucking
coleslaw.
Yeah.
All right.
Biscuits. Limp and firm.
Ooh, all right. Got my attention.
Brian.
Brian.
I had an overlap, and the reason I wore my shirt, Ghostbusters Inc. was my number one.
There we go.
You already mentioned there. So, but I remember thinking as a kid, even back in '84 when the movie came out, it was how cool it would be to work there. Yeah, to work there and to do that. Definitely a fantasy place to work, and I'm definitely looking forward to the new movie coming out
I fantasized about busting all the time when I was
Hell
little.
yeah.
Still do.
Hell yeah.
Dude, you know
Still
how
do,
much
damn it.
I wanted a ghost to blow me like a ghost blew Dan Aykroyd? That was my dream as a kid. Even as an adult, sometimes I wake up and I'm like, it'd be cool if a fucking ghost was blowing me. That's
Mhm.
all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
You ever been sucked off by an apparition? Because I have, and it's amazing.
It's a new meaning to ghost busting. Thank you. So,
Yeah.
Dean.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So my final selection here, my fifth and final, is very meta because it is a fictional company inside a fictional show.
I think I have. Well, go ahead.
Brian, do you have Vandalay Industries on
My
your
honorable
list?
mention. My honorable mention. I do.
There
Yep.
we go. Nick, you're going to get to Vandalay Industries in your Seinfeld watching.
Okay.
It is a company when George is lying to people of what he does and makes up the fictional company. It's always this company called Vandalay Industries.
That's right.
And it's always his lie to people.
Mm-hmm.
Importing,
It's
exporting.
Architecture.
Yeah,
Whatever.
architecture, and yeah, it's a couple different things as the series goes, but yeah, Vandalay Industries. There's actually could be on TeePublic, but you can get a Vandalay Industries
Yes,
T-shirt.
Okay.
you can. You can. And use our link to give us a commission.
Yes, please do.
It's good.
Fantastic.
All right,
Still enjoying
Nicaragua.
Seinfeld, by the way. Still
Good,
making my way
good.
through. So yeah, all good.
Good.
Probably Nicaragua. I love that. It's the first time we've known each other for about 13 over 13 years now, and that's a new one. That's I like that.
13, yeah, wow.
Yeah, going on 14. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Damn.
I did have an overlap with Brian on Wayne Enterprises. So for my final selection, I'm going to go with an honorable mention. This is also. It started out as a fictional beer, but now it's become a fictional beer because of the reference. But I'm going to go with Puppers. Puppers
Ooh,
beer
yeah,
from Letterkenny.
Good.
The show Letterkenny. Our boys Wayne, Derry, Squirrely Dan, and Katie are all sitting around. Always got a cooler full of Puppers next to the produce
I don't know if I
stand.
mentioned it, but I did finish the last season.
Oh, did you? Okay, yeah.
Bittersweet.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But I go for Puppers. Everybody can go for Puppers.
Yeah, go for Puppers.
Looks like a refreshing beer, and it is one of my missions to actually get a physical Puppers because
You can order
they
them
do
online.
make. You can get Puppers.
You
now,
also
so
got Gus and Brew.
I need to get some. Oh yeah, okay.
Yep, you can get a Gus and Brew.
Yep. So I'd like to get some Puppers, but it started out as a fictional beer company from Letterkenny, so Puppers.
Very good. I had my 5 already. So
All right.
I got.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna just run through real quick my honorable mentions because I didn't, I guess, quite understand the corporation thing. So I had some smaller businesses on here, but the one national company I did have was Goliath National Bank from How I Met Your Mother. It's where Barney Stinson worked for all those years. You have the Boston staple of Cheers. If we're going to stick to the bar association, you go Moe's Tavern, then WKRP in Cincinnati, and then also let's go a little further back to Mel's Diner.
Ryan, would you like to ream Dean on all those selections that did not qualify?
Again, I didn't realize it. That's okay. I stuck to corporations in my main list.
What was the one that we did that he was like, they did not? That does not. He's like, I don't know if this counts. And he's like, it does not.
I followed the rules in the original, so
that's all right. We very clearly stated company, not local
and I don't fucking
that's
care.
Okay. That's okay. Nick, what
doesn't care about the podcast? Well, I just had Puppers. Really, that was my kind of bonus one. I only had that one, but since we doubled up on Wayne, that was all I had. That was me. That was it.
I had a few. One real company that Elaine worked in Seinfeld that you'll get to eventually. Nick, J. Peterman.
Ooh, yeah.
So the J. Peterman catalog, and another fictional company within the Seinfeld world, Cramerica.
Kramer,
Hilarious. Where Kramer gets an intern, Nick, a college intern working at Kramerica Industries. I think you can give you a Kramerica shirt as well out there.
That's towards the end. That's like the last season.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They had a chicken. They had a chicken, and I don't know that.
They're trying to They were trying to invent different things. One was a giant bladder, so they filled this. They wanted oil tankers to have bladders, so if they wrecked, it wouldn't spill everywhere. They thought they were going to save everything. Well, they started by going out of Jerry's apartment window with this giant rubber bladder full of, I think it might have been oil. And they dropped it on, I think it was the girl that Jerry was dating, that went everywhere and splattered everywhere. And, yeah. It was fun.
To see when Kramer's talking to the college lady who's like in charge of the intern program, and she's just like questioning his corporation, and she was something like, Mr. Kramer, your company sounds like it may be a nothing more than a single man's apartment with chicken wire that may or may not contain a chicken. And he's like, with whatever the kid's name was, with his help, we're going to get that chicken. Something like that. Anyway,
I love that, that banter. There was, it reminded me, the one that I saw was he made a bet with Jerry about he was going to do levels in his apartment. Yeah. He was like, levels. It's this thing. And then he was like, I'll bet you. He's like, give me whatever. He's like, I will give you a year. He's like, it's not going to happen because it won't happen. I know you and it won't happen. And then the next day, he's like, how's the levels going? He's like, I decided I'm not going to do it. So he's like, when do I get my dinner? And he was like, well, the bet's off. And he was like, what do you mean? He was like, because I decided I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to, the bet's off. And he's like, that's the bet, is the fact that you weren't going to do it. And it was like, it's like, yeah, I mean, it's like, that's the bet. You weren't going to do it. So I won.
It was good.
It's great.
It was good. Doing levels. Like the ancient Egyptians, whatever it was. Yeah.
I just need the lumber. It's already there. I just need the lumber, Jerry.
That's right.
It's fucking fantastic.
So we're going to set up throw pillows. Yeah. I also had Duff Beer. How about Spacely Space Sprockets?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. From the Jetsons.
Yep.
I had Momcore from Futurama. It was like a very, evil company in the future. Monsters Inc.
Hey,
Monsters Inc.
Yeah, sure.
I had Acme as well that Dean had from the Looney Tunes. How about Shots Brewery in Milwaukee? It's a large, it's a brew.
Masturbated Incorporated, right?
A large enough brewery, you can have a fucking glove on a bottle going by.
We're gonna do it.
That's right. Wonka Industries, well known for their delicious candy and
murdering of children.
Murdering of children, absolutely. And
again, you got to look at the good and the bad.
That's right. Enslaving,
Wonka had its wins, but it definitely took its L's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it was rough.
I also had Oscorp, Nick.
Chocolate tastes like a chubby German boy.
That's right. How about the Clampett Oil Company?
Clampett. Oh, from Clampett?
Beverly Hillbillies.
Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's not what I was thinking.
That's right. And a company that we all enjoy every holiday season. We like to join their holiday party for a few hours, the Nakatomi Trading Corporation from Die Hard. Thank you very much. That's what I got.
I was thinking, what was the name of was it Globotech? What was the in Office Space where they worked? What they worked for?
That's a good one.
What the hell
was it Globotech or Global or?
And then what? In the same breath, what was the Chili's type restaurant?
Initech was the name of the company. Initech.
Right. Very good. Then what was the was it Shenanigans or
it was like Happy's or something? Yeah, Shenanigans is the one.
Shenanigans was in
is from
Super
the Dane
Troopers.
Cook movie with Shenanigans is from the restaurant they worked at in Waiting. Still Waiting or whatever. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
We're spitballing now. We could probably wrap.
Many.
What about this? What was this called?
What about this? How about we just say stuff we don't remember?
Yeah. Maybe
That'd
that's
be
the
good.
most emails and social media commentary we'll get is like, you fucking idiots, it's this. Somebody's listening.
Right.
Somebody maybe is listening this far in and going, it's Initech. It's whatever.
Yeah, many, many more out there, certainly. Slate, what is it?
tell
Slate
you what.
Rock, I forget what Corey, or Flintstone work. There's plenty of them out there.
Here's what I want to know, Brian.
Go ahead.
Mark it. Today, the date we're recording.
Mhm.
Monday, by Tuesday
Mhm.
at 9:00. If someone, I'm curious, if anyone listens this far in, if someone by Tuesday at 9:00 emails you, I want to know timestamp. If you can name me the restaurant that Jennifer Aniston worked at, where she needed the pieces of flair and office space, I will buy you one of our shirts. I will send you one of our shirts from Convincing Idiots, whichever one you want.
There you go.
I want to know if anyone listens this far in, and I would be happy to purchase them a shirt. So if you can send us an email by Tuesday at 9 p.m. telling me what restaurant Jennifer Aniston worked at, you will have a free Convincing Idiots shirt of your choosing coming your way.
You're
There you
so
have it.
set. That's a shirt.
That's great. ConvincingIdiots@gmail.com. Yes.
Yeah, that's the important part.
Okay.
Good.
And if you swing and miss, and if you've listened this far, I'd probably just send you one anyway.
Right?
Take a shot.
Any-
If it's
any
wrong,
fucking
if it's close enough, I might still do it. All right.
Well, and a fictional company that it's fictional in the sense of it hasn't made any money. Fish with No Eye LLC, ladies and gentlemen. So yes, that you can donate to.
It might
As
seem
Nick
fictional,
mentioned
but it is in fact.
It is in fact real. It is in fact registered with the state of Ohio.
That's right.
Look it up.
By an ordained minister.
That's right.
Also certified in the state of Ohio, which could marry you at Ignite Brewing Company on February 29th on Leap Day, if you so choose. So keep that in mind as well.
Man. Callback within a callback.
So many callbacks, so many things. One thing that never needs a callback because it's always current and it's amazing. It's fucking electric bikes from RPM Bike Shop. God damn it. Our friends in Carrollton, Ohio. That's right. They have the finest selection of electric bikes to offer you from RPM Bike Shop. If you don't believe me, I dare you, I challenge you to go to their Facebook page, search RPM Bike Shop. You can see the lovely bikes they have to offer you. To see even more and learn more about their company, you can go to their website, rpmbikeshop.com, or give them a call and talk to one of their lovely associates at 330-808-7792 and ride your way to whatever company that you work for, whether they be fictional or in reality. You can ride there on your electric bike from RPM Bike Shop.
One of those holes from Acme thrown up in a wall and ride right through it.
It's like a fucking portal. You never know where you show up.
That's right. Dean likes to throw those up in the local truck stop.
Brian, that's a different kind of hole. Yeah. We'll talk about it later.
Oh, all right. Okay.
What kind of space dick I can get with this interdimensional shit?
Just a hint, they're glorious.
They're home with truck stops. Man, that was fucking good.
you ain't said nothing there, I tell you.
That's threw Nick right off of that. Yep. Nick, we're not going to top that joke. Perhaps.
Nope. Might as well go out on a high note.
Home.
Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to hear this and so much more, many more glory holes in your future, that's right. You can find links to all our social media accounts. Please feel free to support the show by following us, like, subscribe, rate, review, all that fun stuff. We appreciate any interaction we have with you guys online. You can find links to all of them on our Linktree. So go to Google, type in Convincing Idiots Linktree. It'll take you right there, LANKTREE. You can also find that information and other ways you can support the show, such as buying merchandise or perhaps winning this contest tonight and getting a free one sent your way. Then you're going to go out, you're going to wear your amazing Convincing Idiot shirts. People are going to be like, I love, personally, my personal favorite, there's one of the three of us holding hands walking into what it looks like an
I said that last week. I love that one.
Explosion.
Yes,
it's my favorite one.
Yes.
You could be rocking that somewhere, and people are like, that's so weird, it's so original, and also that's the greatest podcast I've ever heard. Where did you get it? you can send that business our way, and you can tell them they can find it by going to our website, convincingidiots.wordpress.com. So, for another erratic episode of Convincing Idiots, I'm Millennial Nick.
Oh, I'm that Zennial they call Dean.
Glorious Gen X Brian.
We convinced you to join us so we can become the next great
Glory
real corporation on Convincing Idiots.
Did anybody call here asking for Vanderlei Industries?
No, what happened to you?
All right, listen closely. I was at the unemployment office, and I told them I was very close to getting a job with Vanderlei Industries, and I gave them your phone number. So when the phone rings, you have to answer, Vanderlei Industries.
I'm Vanderlei Industries.
Right.
What is that?
You're in latex.
Latex.
Right.
And what do I do with latex?
I don't know, you manufacture it.
Right here in this little apartment?
And what do I say about you?
You're considering hiring me for your latex salesman.
I'm going to hire you as my latex salesman?
Right.
I don't think so. Why would I do that?
Because I asked you to.
If you think I'm looking for someone to just sit at a desk, pushing papers around, you can forget it. Enough headaches just trying to manufacture the stuff.
Yellow. What delay industries?
Vanderlei! Say Vanderlei!
Now you're way off. Well, yeah, that's the right number, but this isn't an apartment. What?
Vanderlei! Say
Yeah, no problem. How did you know who they wanted?
And you want to be my latex salesman?
Gen X Brian here. Zennial Dean. Millennial Nick. If you like our stuff, give us a like and subscribe, and we may just send you a Polaroid of Millennial Nick's feet.
Ham gravy.
Intro 179 for 5, 4, 3.
Well, hello out there, and welcome to Convincing Idiots. This is episode 179. This week, we are discussing all the typical topics, I should say, as well as we are discussing the NBA All-Star Weekend and All-Star Games in general. Also, Beyonce is going country. We're going to talk about that. And for our Idiot Inquiry of the Week, we are going to be discussing some... Nah, fuck it. I fucked up.
I'm proud that you went that long after the first one.
Yeah, I recovered. I stumbled.
Look at him. Look at him keep going like a champ.
I did the speed wobble, and then I got control again, and then I was like,
Yeah.
shit. Yep.
It's over, Johnny.